Welcome back to Extra Time. I'm Tim Robinson. Well, basketball superstar Ben Simmons is back in Australia and getting ready for his second season in the NBA. It follows an incredible debut season for the Philadelphia 76ers that led him to being named the league's Rookie of the Year. I was lucky enough to catch up with Simmons in Sydney as he received yet another honour. Ben Simmons, we're here, of course, because you are the face of NBA 2K19 in Australia and New Zealand on the 20th anniversary, and you're very honoured about it, aren't you?
It's surreal. Just to be on the cover of 2K and represent, Australia, and then obviously be in New Zealand, which is amazing.
Obviously, LeBron is on the cover overseas as well.
Yeah.
You spoke about playing this game and who's better out of you and LeBron. Have you had many matchups?
No, I haven't played him in 2K ever. I never played him in 2K, but I'm sure I'll beat him.
You have to set down the challenge, surely.
Definitely. We'll probably get to it sometime.
Mate, the boys at Philly, obviously a very tight group. Do you guys have a bonding session over 2K night?
Oh, yeah. We always take it on the road. Joel will always take, his PlayStation. We'll go to his room and play. But that's one of those things we all like to bond over also, playing 2K.
Tell us about, a little bit, Joel. Your combination this year with him was remarkable. Were you that tight off the court like you are on?
We're similar, we live very close to each other, so we're always, at the same spots, most of the time, off the games and things like that, if we're eating, whatever it is. But on the court, it's a different bond. We're so connected and we know how to play with each other to where it's just getting easier and easier. And playing with him, he makes it easy for me and I try and make it easy for him. Just the way, the way I play and the way he plays just goes well together.
It was an amazing season and we're going to speak a lot about it, but obviously the lead up to that, when you were drafted number one, you had the first season out with injury. What were your thoughts there and how did you come into, your rookie season after being out that amount of time?
I never felt like I was going to play in the NBA. I felt like it just was dragged out from whenever I wanted to play in the NBA to I'm here, but I can't play yet. So it was frustrating, but I just tried to control what I could, and I was getting better and learning the game.
And obviously, you came in and you did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Some great rivalries that you formed on the court, but Philly tracking through to the playoffs. Did you think you'd have such a big impact in your first season?
I didn't know what to expect, but now going into it, I know what to really expect and what I really need to work on and where I want to be, in the future.
Obviously, making the playoffs, you didn't perform as well as you probably would have liked, and I guess you copped a lot of criticism because you performed so well throughout the season. How do you, at such a young age, deal with that?
It comes with it. Certain guys get more hate than others, and if you look at the guys that get a lot of hate, they're usually the top guys. And, I don't mind that. I love that part of it. If I'm being hated on so much, a lot of the times usually because I'm doing something right. But I know, I have my family, a lot of Australians backing me, and obviously my teammates in Philadelphia.
I guess you'd probably take the same thing on as when you were snubbed for the All-Star team. There was so much talk around that, and everyone thought that you should have been there. How did you deal with that?
I was a rookie, so it comes with time. Obviously, I don't think they're going to put many rookies into the All-Star game. But my stats speak for themselves. And I've done a lot of things that a lot of guys haven't done, and I'm going to continue to try and keep getting better.
And that includes being Rookie of the Year.
Definitely.
Obviously, you must be very honoured for that. Yeah. You were one of the favourites, but was it an element of surprise when you were finally awarded that?
It was and it wasn't. I knew I had done so many things during the course of the season, and playing against the Heat in the first round, to where I was very confident in myself and what I've done. But at the same time, there's always that little surprise, especially when I got my name called.
How much comfort did you have coming into the 76ers side with the coach of Brett Brown, an Aussie? You knew him for a long time.
A lot. He's made it easy for me, an easy transition for me to play my game and learn the system. And he's really given me complete control of taking the ball up the floor and being the point guard, even though it's the first time I'd ever played point guard like that.
Well, let's talk about LeBron. Obviously, you broke up a fantastic friendship with him, and he did say he's a mentor of yours and a great mate. Tell us about some of the rivalries, that you had to him and some of the words that he's, given you in your first season as an NBA
the first season, I remember the first game, he absolutely destroyed me. He went right at me, and I didn't expect him to do that, but he did it. And then, during the course of the season, we met up again, we played him again, and we got like 2 wins over them, so it was 2-2. And obviously the final game we played them was at home. We both had triple-doubles, and it was just an insane atmosphere, and it was a special moment.
And obviously, with LeBron, there was rumours there he could have been a 76er. So how close was that to happening, and how much of an impact did you have trying to talk him into it?
I think if it was more about winning just rings, I think he definitely would have come to Philly. But he's at the stage where he's not chasing rings. He's not chasing rings right now. But I think he's made the right choice for him and his family, and he's doing the right thing. But he's always going to go down as one of the greatest. And he's playing as a Laker now, one of the best franchises ever. And it's kind of legendary what he's done.
Yeah, well, you see everywhere he goes, he has success. 8 seasons of playoffs in a row.
Yeah.
Are the Lakers a genuine chance to take the title this year as well with him there? Can he lead them?
With LeBron on your team, anybody's a chance. So I definitely count them in the playoffs.
A good friend of yours is joining up at Philly, Jonah Bolden. How happy to have Jonah on board?
It's going to be great for me just because having another Aussie there, someone similar to the way I grew up. And then obviously his dad played professionally against my dad. So that's going to be exciting, and have somebody familiar on the team.
How do the dads get along now? Because the fierce rivalry in the NBL in the 1990s between them two.
Yeah, I think it's just cool now. Seeing Cecil Exum, Jonah's dad, and then obviously my dad. All share that special moment. Came to Australia, played professionally out. Their sons are playing in the NBA, which is really surreal.
Obviously, the NBL, some people are talking it up as the second best league under the NBA now. What are your thoughts on how the NBL's grown?
It's growing. It went through a phase where it wasn't as fun to watch anymore. But I remember back in the day when my dad and our dads were playing, it was such a great energy, and that kind of went away. But it's coming back now, which has been great. Having Andrew Bogut out here. Obviously, when Patty came back a few years ago, that was also another thing that guys love to see. If that ever happens, I'll definitely come back and play, which would be amazing.
You made, I guess, a point through your college career that you're a little bit critical of college basketball. You see a lot of guys now come out here turning professional and playing in the NBL their first season. Is that something that you would do if you had your time again?
Maybe, maybe not. I think the college scene is absolutely about money. It's all about money. So for them to make that much and then not share it amongst the people who are really making that much of an impact for the money is crazy to me, but that's the system we live in right now, and I think it's slowly starting to change.
The Boomers, we can't wait to see you in a gold and green jersey very soon. Is it a possibility to be in Melbourne next year in August when the US come out here?
It's definitely a possibility. If we can make that happen, it'd be great. But I'll definitely be representing Australia in a future Olympics.
Well, we can't wait to see you in the Boomers jersey. Before I let you go, I want a quick game of Around the World.
Yeah.
Really quick. You've got 6 blocks to hit. The low block first. What age did you first beat your dad in a game of one-on-one?
15.
Tell us the top block. Who did you want to be when you grew up?
Who do I want to be? LeBron.
Free throw? Best trash talker you've come up against so far?
Best? Ooh. Probably Westbrook.
Player that you love to go head-to-head with the most?
LeBron.
If you're not in the NBA, what would you be?
Probably be a coach.
A coach?
An NBA coach, maybe.
Wow, I wouldn't be getting into that job. And the 3 to win, we're going to the top here. LeBron or Jordan? I know your answer.
Oh no, they're both goats in their own way. They're both great.
Way to sit on the fence. Ben Simmons, thanks for joining us on Fox Sports News.
Appreciate it. Thank you.